going on, guys? HyperX here, and today is an incredibly exciting day because it is like next generation Christmas. Today we are unboxing the Xbox Series X. Now this is very kindly provided by, of course, the awesome guys over at Xbox, and what you're seeing here is a retail kit. So I know some of you may have already seen some videos out, some of the sort of journalists and tech channels have had a chance to check out like a preview unit, but this is basically what you're going to get in the shops if you pick up your Series X on November the 10th. So incredibly exciting, regardless of your platform of choice. I just love next generation. Anytime there's a new console, it's just an exciting time. I like tech, I like games, and today we're going to be unboxing this. Now, if you've seen any other console related unboxing videos in this current timeline, then you probably know there are certain things I can do, and today I can only unbox the physical product. So you're going to see what is inside the box and basically just the hardware, but I can't turn it on camera. So for that, you're just gonna have to stick around on the channel because of course I will be taking a look at the console in greater detail at a later date, but today we're just gonna unbox it. So if you do enjoy this, then a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below, let me know what you guys are gonna be picking up next month. Let me know what is on your next generation shopping list, and let's get started. So, this, of course, I've got my trusty unboxing knife. I normally forget this one. This, of course, is the box. We have the Series X here, so you see all the kind of cool design on the top of it, which is, I really like this box. You know, it actually looks pretty sweet. 4K 120, the Velocity architecture logo, and the 1TB SSD. We then take a look over on the back. You can, of course, see Power Your Dreams. Got some of the kind of stats over here, some kind of information about it. Main things we're talking about, of course, on the side, it lists that you can have 4K gaming at up to 120 FPS. Of course, there are caveats depending on the game. It also has support for 8K high dynamic range. Again, one of those kind of asterisk things, it will depend on the games. And I feel like it might be a little while before we actually see that stuff, but regardless, it's there. Xbox Velocity architecture, 1TB solid state drive, variable refresh rate, 4K Blu-ray. You guys have heard these specs before, so let's open the box. Oh, actually, wait, hold on a minute. I was about to cut. It's done for you. Look at this. Next generation packaging. All right, what we got? How does this contraption open? Ah, might help if I open the other side as well. There we go. Right, here we go. So, oh, there are two more. Third time's a charm. Right, now we're actually ready to open the box. Here we go. Oh, I see. They want you to do it this way. Okay. Ooh, okay, I'm kind of. This is all right. This is interesting. I like this layout. This is I'm trying to do it in a way that you can hopefully see. I'm mindful that I've got a top-down camera and I've got a front-facing camera, so you can sort of see it's presented in a way where Series X is just like front and center in this sort of interesting shape. This is quite cool. I actually quite like this one. You know, normally there's like something on top of the console first, and you then have to kind of get to it. It's quite a weighty device. We'll get to that in a second. What else do we have here? We have our little instruction manual, and of course we have a cardboard box there as well. That's got some other stuff in. In fact, let's start with the other box, shall we? Because we want to save the best till last. This comes in here again. All these kind of very cool angles. That was all part of the leaning angle inside the box. So we open up this, and of course inside we have the power cable and HDMI, I believe 2.1 should be. Instruction manual, the new controller, and that's it. So no brick for this one, just a straight cable, goes straight into the console, straight to the wall. So nice and handy. Instruction manual, not worried about. This one says, getting started with your Xbox. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing right about now. I've had enough consoles, but it goes through the process of, you know, putting in the expansion drive. Don't forget, you've of course got, we're basically having a throwback to like old school memory cards, because you can get those solid state drives you can put in the back. It's got all the cables, all the things like that. We are still on on age of batteries in our controllers. I was kind of hoping we might have had like a, I mean, I know you can get them, you know. I was kind of hoping we might have been in a position where we have like rechargeable kits and whatnot. But that aside, I've always been a fan of the Xbox controller. It always just feels really nice. This is obviously, you know, slightly, it's form factor wise, it is very, very similar to the original one, and we'll do kind of a side-by-side comparison once we take a look at everything at the end of the video, but still feels very, very comfortable. Loving that sort of matte finish on the front, loving the kind of all black details and everything, slightly smaller D-pad, so yeah, we'll compare that in a second. But if we then come over to the console itself, power your dreams. I have this little kind of piece of cardboard here, so let's take this off. And it's then wrapped in this very nice, shiny black packaging. Here we go. Whew. Look at it, look at it. Just the little monolith that it is. Here we go. So, from the top, you have that cool sort of ventilation. I really like that. I like that kind of green accents on the inside of that. Obviously, lights up when you turn it on. We then have the front of it with the disk drive. We have this nice sort of stand at the bottom. It says, hello from Seattle. If I turn this around here, you see Xbox, hello from Seattle. That's nice, because of course that is where their headquarters are. And then on the back, we of course have all of the storage. So on the back we have, obviously you have a Kensington lock on the top if you want to keep it safe. We have 2 super speed USB ports. We have an Ethernet cable, the power adapter port, HDMI out. So they have of course dropped the older HDMI in, HDMI out from the Xbox One X. And we have the storage expansion. So again, if you want to have, you know, this has obviously got a terabyte hard drive inside it, but if you do want to have the kind of memory cards, they're kind of expensive, but if you do want to get like throwback to the old school GameCube and PS2 days where you used to plug your memory cards into your console, well, one of them, you can get a modern day one. And I like that a lot. It's got a little kind of window in the back as well. Interesting. But yeah, this is, you know what? It's a clean sort of modest design, but it does look quite nice. It weighs quite a bit. If you want a size comparison, here is the original Xbox One X. So I don't have my original Xbox One with me, I'm afraid. I do still have it, it's in the attic somewhere, but you're gonna have to deal with this. So this is your Xbox One X. Obviously, very different kind of sizes and dimensions and whatnot. Height-wise, you're looking at something that is essentially, in fact, pretty much identical. Obviously, width-wise, it's kind of like comparing apples and oranges because they are so very differently shaped that it's not even really like an appropriate size comparison. But hey, if you want to see it anyway, then that's that. If we look at it from the side, then we are of course talking much thicker on the Series X front. But you know, all up, it's going to fit in your media sort of center if this fit here before, because it's quite you know, if you stand it up, then it's going to take a little bit more width. But generally speaking, it's going to be it's pretty standard. Now, of course, this would normally be the point of the unboxing that I'd be like, hey, let's turn it on and see what it looks like. But that's as far as I can go on that front. So let's talk a little bit about the controller just quickly and take a look at that one side by side with another Xbox controller. You know what, I dug out the archives? The old Day 1 2013 edition of the Xbox One controller. So here we have it. So you can see, if you look at the top down, the size of it is ever so slightly smaller. You kind of got like a marginally smaller profile. It's like, the size difference is basically negligible, but it's one of those kind of things where, you know, it's just kind of a even more refined version of like an already good controller. I think a lot of people, like if you play either Xbox games or you play on their PC, then a lot of people just use an Xbox controller by default. It's very, very comfortable. It's already a great controller beforehand. Obviously this one's got improved triggers. They feel very, very nice. They've even got that nice sort of little textured feel to them, so you get some slightly better grip, whereas of course the other ones were just shiny and smooth. You have improved, I mean, this is the one thing I will say, like when it comes to sort of Xbox controllers, I've always found the Xbox bumpers to be my least favorite aspect of the controller. Everything else is like perfect, right? The bumpers have always felt a little bit kind of like loose and clicky for me. They feel better than they did before, but they do still have that slight. Obviously, we've still got the main button in the middle there. We have the new share button there, which of course is very, very useful. We are back to the kind of circular, almost sort of like rub your hand in the corner D-pad, which kind of good for fighting games sometimes, depending on whether you play pad or not. But it does still have sort of slightly more precision anyway, which feels quite nice. So, you know, if you compare that to the like old one, you've still got the nice sort of clicky nature on the D-pad. Buttons still feel great in that respect. And obviously I can kind of touch more on the actual improvements of the triggers once I actually get to play some games. But for the time being, that is kind of it. that's the Xbox Series X from a hardware point of view. That's the unboxing experience, and that's what you get. So, hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you have any questions relating to the Xbox Series X that I can actually answer, so preferably about the actual hardware and the outside of it, then let me know in the comments down below. If you want to find out more about Series X, see some games running on it, when I can actually show you, then stick around on the channel, make sure you are subscribed, notifications turned on, that kind of stuff, because of course, as we get into next month, we've got games like Valhalla launching. I know we have, of course, recently just found out that Cyberpunk is delayed, but we have Cyberpunk coming eventually. There are plenty of games that we can jump onto different platforms on, so if you want to see some stuff running on Series X, then yeah, stick around. But for the time being, that was a quick unboxing. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget, if you haven't already done so, you can join the HyperX Gaming Discord. We've got an awesome community over there with so many different channels for you to chat loads of different topics and different games. I'm in there, the team's in there. If you guys want to chat with us, find people to play with, it's just in general a great place to be. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of our future uploads.